Hello everyone. I hope this works. I hope that I can see the live on here and I can see comments. I am doing this using my mobile data and in the dark. Well, not really dark, but it's darker. But I really want to finish this project today. The only thing I'm not going to be able to do is glue all the pieces together. So that'll have to wait until I get some power. So for now, I'm going to kind of show you what we're going to do. So I'm working on a 12 by 18 Sylvie frame. This is one of our boards and it's absolutely beautiful. It's going to go right up there above the fireplace when I'm done. So we're going to do a couple of things. The first thing I want to do is create a wreath. And I'm just using a plastic hoop, embroidery hoop. And let's get some of this stuff out of the way. We'll move this stuff to the floor until we need it. Dropping stuff everywhere. Got the fire going behind me. Okay, so I've got a piece of red buffalo plaid flannel. And I'm going to chalk on it with Warm Winter Wishes. This is what the transfer is called. It's an 18 by 18 inch transfer. Excuse me. And I'm going to put that, oh my goodness. It's just going to fit in here. I should have bought a bigger hoop, but it will be okay. So I'm just going to pull this off, and I'm not going to fuzz this transfer because I'm putting it on the fabric. I want to make sure that it sticks really well. And I'm using the plaid underneath to kind of line up my winter so that it looks straight on there. And we're going to use Shimmer Frost. Beautiful, beautiful white, but it has shimmer in it. And I'm just using chalk paste because I don't plan on washing this. So chalk paste is perfectly fine to use. And it's not going to be too bright in your face. I think it's going to look just perfect. So what a day. What a day, you guys. Birthday weekend, I wake up to snow. Never happened on my birthday. Ever in my life has there been snow. So plans went out the window. The highway was closed between the coast and Merritt, which is one of the ways that you go to get here. I guess there was a multi-vehicle accident, which is horrible, and it happens every time. So then my brother and his wife weren't going to come up. But now the highway's opened. He's going to borrow some chains off my other brother, and they are going to make the trip up. So I'm pretty excited about that. I was actually very sad this morning when everything just kind of went blah. And then the power went out like, I don't know, half an hour ago. Yeah, I'm going to need to put a little bit more on here because it didn't quite go through. So when you're doing something like this, just pull the transfer up a bit and you can see if you've got enough on there. And I probably should have washed this material first. I was not thinking. Because sometimes when you buy material, it has some kind of a protective coating on it, which I don't understand, but that is what they do. So we'll just go over this again. And I am pressing down because I want this to go right through deep into the fabric. Okay, let's see how that worked out. And I should have had an ink mat underneath too. Okay, it's very muted, but that's okay. Kind of what I wanted. We'll put that aside. And now I'm going to put this over the ring and get it centered. That looks good. And then push this down. I was going to get one of the wooden rings, and I didn't. I would highly recommend getting a wooden one rather than this plastic one. It is not as good. And I got to open it up just a bit more. This is not. Let's do that. It had a little protective plastic piece on the end of that. Oh, a little bit more. You wouldn't think that this fabric would take up that much space. There we go. Okay, you want to make sure it's snug. And then just tighten up the end again. And now I'm going to cut this excess. I'm leaving some on the outside here because I want to glue it after when I can plug in my glue gun. So that way there's no overhang. All the way around. I showed a video like this before, and I think it was the Be Merry, but I love how it looks. And then once this is done and I've glued everything on the back, I am going to glue this greenery here to the top. And then, actually, I'm going to put this on first. And glue that together. Then I'm going to take these cotton, what do you call them, blossoms from a cotton plant, and put that on top. So that's going to be the wreath. And then we are going to and you want to make sure that you have it right side up so that you don't chalk the whole thing and then realize it's upside down and you can't hang it. So you want to make sure it's the right way. And this one has 2 picture hangers on the back, which is great because it is a heavier board. Now these trees also came with that transfer. So we're going to kind of scatter the trees around here. I want to make sure that I might have to do like that and then put some smaller trees here. So that's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. I'm going to check for comments. I have not said hello to anybody. Let's just, hey Eva, Marie, Anita, Pam. I don't know if that's such a great present, Pam. I'm not the biggest snow person. Thank you, Barbara and Pam. Thank you, Eva. Hey, Sam. And Pat and Anne-Marie. Yes, I've done it several times, Barbara, where I've chalked the whole thing and then it was like, blah! What am I doing? Okay, so now we need to fuzz these because they're brand new and we want to make sure that it doesn't get stuck to my board. There we go. Yeah, I thought the universe was playing tricks on me when I woke up and saw white outside my bedroom window. I really did. Okay, we're going to put this right. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to put it up higher because there's this piece here that is like a snowdrift. So we'll put it, let's measure this. We'll put it so that it's standing on the drift, and then the smaller tree can go here. Oh, excuse me. All right. Let's get our chalk on. Love the shimmer frost. So pretty. All right, we'll pull this up. It almost looks gray, but it's got sparkle in it. Put that on there. And then let's do the other big one on the other side. And I think we'll do it the same height. There we go. Excuse me, guys. Sam, I don't think they are. I was going to do it again this year. And I ended up canceling because I think there's still a limit of 50 people can be in an event at a time. And then once those 50 people are gone, you have to sanitize everything. And then you can let another 50 people in, which wouldn't work, especially not for the TradeX. So that was the news I got this morning about another event that I was going to do. So I don't think the TradeX one is going to happen. I think they're doing it online this year. It's so different. Like, a lot of people, that's how they make their income for the year, is doing the women's show and the Christmas market. So it's going to be really tough. Really, really tough. I'm sad I'm not going to get my candy apples and my chocolate covered licorice this year from Checkers Fudge. I just love them. Put that on there. Now, these have to dry. And I don't have power. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? This will be interesting. We're going to make it work. I am just going to hold it so that it's not touching the rest. We're going to make this happen. I want to have this finished piece today. I might actually even just have to chalk the Warm Winter Wishes right on the frame, because if I don't have glue, that's not going to work. Okay, see, that was still a little bit wet and I didn't lift it quite enough, but oh my goodness. This one will do right there. Right here. It's so quiet here. Okay, so that one is there. Now the little one, there was a mark on the back of my transfer from where it lifted here, so I'm going to use that as my guide to put this small one. I think that'll be perfect there. Just have to not place it down, and I need to fuzz it. Let's get, okay, I think that is going to look good there. I think maybe that's what we'll do, is we will, and maybe I'll do it, should I just do it all in the shimmer silver or do a contrasting color for the words? What do you guys think? Because I don't think my plan for the other one is going to work out. Oh, I wanted to do this here too. I don't think that's going to work out. Let's get this one. What do you think? All one color, or should I do the Warm Winter Wishes in copper? What are your thoughts? Contrast? Put that on here. Let's see what everybody's saying. Contrast. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Sam. Maybe I should do it in copper. And I got some flannel on here. Oh, I could do it in the red shimmer. I'm going to grab the red shimmer. I think that will look good. That doesn't look straight. That is not straight. And you know what? I should probably clean this transfer, because it looks like there's a lot of the shimmer frost in here. See, today, everything is not going the way I planned today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So for those of you who don't know my history, this has always been a really, really tough weekend, because my birthday is tomorrow, and the next day is the anniversary of my son passing away. So when all this stuff is happening today, it's like, really? I know you're there, but come on. So I'm glad that my brother and his wife found a way to come up, and that hubby's home, because that would just be horrible. Horrible. My daughter wanted to come up too on Sunday, but she drives a little Fiat. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably not such a good idea. Not in this kind of snow. She would be all over the road. Oh no, Marie. That's horrible. That is horrible. What a day. All right, so there was quite a bit of lint from the flannel on here, so I am glad that I cleaned it. Because that would have affected my design. So there we go. We got it all off. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the inside of my fuzzing towel, the microfiber side, and that will dry the transfer enough for me to be able to use it right away. I don't have to let it air dry. Yeah, I bet he thought it was funny. Yeah, the shimmer red is beautiful. Okay, we're just about there. All right. And it's sticking to itself. I'm going to put it here for now. Move everything out of the way. And bring up my board. It's hard working on this tiny little table. I have no room. I'm looking around for the transfer. See, if you don't have a fuzzing towel, you can always use your shirt. All right, so we'll get this as far down as I can go. I want it to be the focal point. I think that looks good there. This might actually work out better than my original plan. Hey, Jana. Welcome. This might work out better. I'm wondering now that I'm doing this, is the shimmer red going to show up on the black? It's a very deep red. I hope it does because it'll tie in with the trees really well. It will. Fingers crossed, it will be fine. Hey, Jolynn. How are you today? This might have actually needed a little bit of water. It's a little on the thick side. All right. So I think I've got all the excess scraped off. Looks like I've covered everything. I think we're good. Now, is it going to turn out? Oh, it's very subtle. It's very subtle. I'm going to flip this around and you guys can see. Let me know what you think. It's not in your face. It's very, very subtle. But I think it's okay. What do you guys think? Do you like it? You know what it needs? It needs some snowflakes. It needs snowflakes. And I know I have some from a transfer last year. Yeah, Marie, I agree. It is hard to work with. It's a different consistency. I think I just need to add a little bit more water to it and give it a really good mix. Because it is a little on the thick side. Yeah, snowflakes, definitely. Now I just have to remember, where did I put the snowflakes? Just light, just really light snowflakes on the top. I think it might be in the Winter Wonderland transfer. I'm going to have a look. And then if I add that to it, I'll wait to take the picture until I've looked to see if I can find it so that you guys can see what it actually looks like. All right, I am going to disconnect because I am using my mobile data right now on my iPad and on my cell phone. So hopefully I'm not going to go over my data allowance. All right, you guys have an amazing weekend. Enjoy your evening. Be safe. And I will see you on Monday. Thanks for joining me. Yes, bring in some from outside. Except it'll melt and run down the frame. All right, have a great night. Bye for now.